Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I know I'm starting this stream after a very long time, so I'm just going to refresh my page and see if we are already live or not. It's been quite some time, I don't know, like maybe 6 months. Oh, crazy. So if I go to videos, probably we are live. I need to check. So yeah, it has started. Somehow it is taking some sort of thumbnail. But we will just check if we are live or not. There will be lag for sure, I know that. But I just need to check if we are live or not. So thanks for standing by. Let me do something. I don't know. It's been quite some time. I don't know. Yeah, guys, we are live 6 months. Oh, crazy. Okay, so those who are new to this channel, I know everyone else will be new. So here we will solve daily Leetcode problem and the attempts are unseen. So I am just going to demonstrate how to attempt a problem, how to actually set up a problem solving. And for without any further ado, this is the problem of the day and I have not solved this before. I will reset my timer. Yeah, so what we are going to do here is that I will basically walk through the question. I'll create the approach first and then we will get into the editor and code it all. The language which I'm using is C++, but guys, the core thing which matters to solve a problem is the underlying algorithm. So we will be building the algorithm and then we will be testing it if it is correct or not. Okay, so I'll quickly mirror my iPad screen where I have the pencil and yeah, there we go, it is done. Okay. Right, so let me start the question. Let me start it and answering the question. So the question says Alice and Bob playing flower game. Okay, now what is flower game? I don't know, let's figure it out. So Alice and Bob are playing a turn-based game on a field with two lanes of flowers between them. Okay, so Alice is here, Bob is here, and there are two lanes of flowers. There are X flowers in the first lane and there are Y flowers in the second lane. So the game proceeds as follows. Alice takes the first turn. In each turn, okay, Alice will start it. In each turn, a player must choose either one of the lane and pick one flower from that side. Okay, so it says that in each turn, Alice, let's say Alice will start first. Alice will choose. He will choose one of the lanes. So first, he will choose one of these lanes. Let's say X or Y lane. Okay, and then it will pick one flower from that side. So from this side, it will pick either this or this, depending on what he had chosen. At the end of the turn, if there are no flowers left at all, the current player captures their opponent and wins the game. Okay. So as soon as we see that all the flowers are empty, there are no flowers at all, and the person who picked it the last time is the winner. So we have been given two integers n and m. The task is to compute the number of possible pairs x, y. Okay, so we are given n and m. So I don't know what n and m is, but we have to find the number of possible x and y's that satisfy these conditions, right? So Alice must win the game according to the described rules. So we have to make Alice as winner. So basically both will play optimally and we have to come up with x, y, which will make Alice winner because Alice is starting first. The number of flowers x in the first lane must be in the range 1 to n and y should be in the range 1 to m. So we need to find all possible pairs where x could go from 1 to n, y could go from 1 to m, so that the winner is always Alice. So first we have to figure out how Alice can be winner in all the cases, like all the cases where Alice could be the winner. Return the number of possible pairs. So we have to just return the count of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and check it. So I think it is it is the problem. The entire problem is about coming up with a formula. So this is 3 comma 2, and what is 3 comma 2? Yeah. So this is the maximum value of x. X max is equal to 3 and y max is equal to 2. Alright. Then what we have to do to form these pairs. I don't know how to remove these. Dismiss error. So it is trying some sort of maths here. I'm not sure what it is trying to do. Select all. Can I remove this? No. Let's delete this. Let's delete this as well. Okay, so now let's think how we can form it, how we can make Alice winner. So let us think this way. So Alice will start first, right? Alice will start first. How it had changed here. Just a second, guys. I need to figure out how to change the pen input. If I remember, I can change from here. Fine. Not this, I guess. This will probably convert that to text. Yeah. So let me just change it to this. Probably, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so Alice will play and Bob will play. What is the case here? We have x here, we have y over here. I think both can pick from any side, but the thing is that Bob will pick from this side, Alice will pick from that side. But it doesn't matter because these flowers are not distinct. So what happens is that Alice will pick some flowers, Bob will pick some flowers. So we can say, technically we can say that these all x plus y flowers are arranged like this, because honestly I don't see any condition which is related to the x side or y side, the first lane or the second lane. So player chooses either of one of the lane, right, and pick one flower from that side. It has to just pick a lane and pick the flower. Okay, so it could pick from any lane, that doesn't matter. Okay. At the end of the turn, there are no flowers left at all. So there are no flowers left across both the lanes. The current player captures their opponent and wins the game. So now I think actually we have to go with examples, otherwise it won't be making sense. So if I go here for 3 and 2, what I'm getting is this 1, 2. So 1, 2 means what? One flower is here and other 2 flowers are here, right? So this is flower 1, this is flower. So Alice will start first. Alice will pick this flower. Let's say Alice pick this one, Bob will pick this one, and then Alice picks this one. So this way, who won? Alice won, because there are no flowers left, right? If I come to 3 comma 2, in this case, what I can say is there are 5 flowers. So 3, 4, 5, and there is Alice, there is Bob. Alice will pick this, Bob will pick this, Alice will this, Bob will this, then Alice will pick this. So yeah, if I can see that this sum, if it is odd, then Alice will win, and if it is odd, he is winning, because it's quite natural, right? If we took 2 true here, what will happen? There are 4 flowers. Alice picked this, Bob this, Alice this, Bob this. So this time Bob won. So why Bob won? Because this number was even. So I get this point. Like we have the problem is this. So if we can form a pair where the sum is equal to an odd number, that will be a good pair. That will be a pair which will satisfy the conditions. So the actual problem, if I rephrase it, so it is a math problem, and the actual problem that comes out to be is this, that we have been given n and m, all combinations of x and y, where x has this limit, like it cannot go beyond n, and y cannot go beyond m, right? So one is closed. So if this part is clear, so what is this? All pairs of x and y, where when we add them we get an odd number. So how do we get odd number, guys? So if I come to x, if the sum has to be odd, which means that these two numbers, one has to be odd and other has to be even, and vice versa. If x is even, y has to be odd. So there are these two cases, right? So if I come to this point here, so how will we do it? Let's say, for example, we start from 1 here. 1 is odd, right? So for 1, all the even combinations will be valid, so which means we will start from 2 in this case and go all the way up to m, considering this is even. And then what we can do is other case. Now let's go to 3 here, and in case of 3, again we will start from 2 to m, right, because 3 is unique. So likewise we go to n, go till m, and that is fine, right? Now the other way around, what we will do, we'll start from even and make this odd. This will start from 1, it will go till m, this will go till n. Now if we try to do this way, so yeah, so the approach is clear to me, and I will iterate the approach over here. So let me just erase everything and write everything in a clean fashion. So we have this eraser. I think I need to increase the size of it. Okay, let's go to object eraser. Probably not, because we have the smaller text here. So let me go ahead and choose the biggest erasure, and this is fine, it will do the job. Okay, so my goal is to write the exact logic which I have came up with, and then we will analyze its time complexity and come up with a solution. So let's go ahead, and now we can let me just make it well. What happened? So it has frozen for some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, now it is fine. Probably it got changed to something else. Okay guys, so let me now write the logic and the algorithm. Okay. Okay, so actual problem is this. Given n and m, so we will do what? We will start from 1, x equals to 1, to all the way up to x equals to n, and we will take only odd numbers here. And for each, this will be the same. The even count from 1 to m is same. So let's say that this count will come out as odd count in 1 to x multiplied with even count in 1 to m. Makes sense, right? We start from 1 and we check all the even counts. We go to 3 and we check all the even counts. Likewise, so this will be actually one entry when we go for 1, but 1 multiplied with this even count. So for example, 1 2 1 4 1 6, all the way up to this 2 4 6 will go up to m. So what, for 1 we are getting hashtag m, like m number of even m, even count m number of entries. And this, how long it can go, so x can change from 1 to n, taking the odd values, so the odd count. So odd count multiplied with even count is the first entry, and then there comes the vice versa relation, which is even count multiplied with odd count in 1 to n. So guys, this is the approach. So sum of these two is the answer. Now what will be the complexity of it? So I believe the complexity of this is order 1. Now let me quickly test it. So if I go for 3 comma 2, so first thing first, this one, odd count. So from 1 to 3, how many odd numbers are there? There are 2 odd numbers. And how many even numbers are there? There is only one even number. This is the first part. Second part, how many even count is there from 1 to x, which is 1, which is only 2. How many odd numbers are here? That is only 1, which is 1. So it is 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3, which we can see over here. Now if it is 1 1, so what is the even count in the first case? It is 0. What is the odd count in the first case? It is 1. Yeah, this is what is the even count in the first set? It is 0, and then we have odd count is 1. So in this case we get 0. So now it is clear to me now how to get the even count from n and how to get the odd count from n. So I will declare two variables, which is, let's call it OC1, odd count in 1. Odd count in 1 means odd count in n part of it. And then we have EC1, even count 1. And then we have OC2 and EC2. So you have to multiply these two and then add it like this. So this can go up to 10 to the power 5, worst case rate, 10 to the power 5 this as well. So if you multiply this, this will be EC2, even count in 2, this will be 1, this will be 2 and this will be 1. So this can go up to 10 to the power 10, 10 to the power 10. So I should better use long. And yeah, OC1, calculating OC1, it depends on n. If n is odd, so let's say if it is 3, it will be 2, so which means n by 2 plus 1. And EC2, if I say, EC2 will be even counting 2, so if it is m, so if m is, let's say, 3, in that case it is n by 2, which is good. Here it is good, n by 2 is a log, right? If it is even, it will give you a real count, which is, in case of 4, that should be 2, so 4 by 2 is 2. But in case of odd count, like 5 and 7, there we have to take floor division in order to actually justify the number of even counts. So this problem is actually looking very much simple to me. Now I will quickly jump to the code editor and finish the code part of it, because it is very simple as it seems. Yeah, so we are here. Yeah, as I told earlier, we need 3 variables. First is odd count 1, which depends on n being odd or even. So if n is odd, in that case it is n by 2 plus 1. Otherwise it is simply n by 2. Okay, good to have a bracket here because I'm not sure about operator precedence. And then we have integer EC1, which is simply n minus OC1, right? We don't need to worry about that. And then we have OC2, which is again same, but here we will be looking at m. If it is 1, then it is m by 2 plus 1, otherwise it is m by 2. Okay, makes sense to me. Integer EC2 is equal to n minus OC2. This is good. So we are here, what we have to return is the long value. So I'll try to do type conversion, which is 1ll multiplied with OC1. This will be multiplied with 1ll multiplied with EC1, EC2, right, plus I will add the brackets later, so it is 1ll, again it is OC2 multiplied with 1ll EC1, EC1. I hope this is converted to long long. If not, we need to do some extra work, but I'll check that. This is fine. Let's close this also in bracket. Let me check the code if it is correct or not. So there is some problem here. What is this? There is a bracket missing probably. So 1 will multiply with this. I don't know. I can do this part here by the way. I'll just remove this. This is independent, and let me think of it. Okay, so there is one bracket which is missing. No, I don't think so. There are two braces. Why two braces? Let me think. I think it is cool. Here also we can remove one bracket which is extra actually. This bracket is extra. Yeah, let me just check if it is working now. Okay, so probably this type casting is not working. How can we do this? Probably like this. But let me do one thing here. I can just simply remove it all. Let me just do this and it will be better to have it. So just remove this part. Remove this part from here. Let's change this to long long. Oh sorry, my bad. This is also long. This is also long, and finally this is also long. It is an easy problem if it is solved this way. But let us see what happens here. We're getting 5. Why are we getting 5? N is 3, so what should we get here? N by 2 is 1 plus 1, 2. And yeah, right. It is 3, okay? So 2 and 1. 2 multiplied with 1 here. So what is 2 here? So it is 2. So if it is odd, in that case we do this, otherwise m by 2 is 1 here. 2 multiplied 1 is 1, and here EC1 is 1, and this is also 1, so 1 multiplied 1 is 1. But the problem is it is not getting printed well. EC2 is what? EC2 is actually 1, OC1 is 3, 3 plus 2 should come. No, OC1 is 2, 2 plus 1 should come. Expected. What is the problem here? Let me debug this, man. I don't know what is the problem. Okay, let's check if it is well. Faster, man, faster. Okay, so we are getting here 2, 1, 1, 2. So I think this is cool, right? Because we multiply, EC1 is 2. It is wrong because n is 3, right? So how can EC1 be 2? That can be 2 only if this part is false. So okay, I think something is getting troubled over here, probably because of the operator precedence and other stuff. Let me think, how should it be? it is taking more time than expected. uh, I don't know why. Okay, it is still coming as the same thing. So why it is 2 for OC1? OC1 n is 3, right? 3 modulo 2 is equals to 1 means odd, yeah. 3 by 2 is 1 plus 1, 2. So OC1 is 2, correct. EC1 will then become 1. So 2, 1 is correct. Now let's come to EC2, OC2. M is what? M is 2. 2 modulo 2 is 0. So it is 2 by 2, which is 1. So EC1 is 1. And EC2 is what? Oh, sorry. So you get it. This is my bad. So this was a very silly mistake which I performed here. I just blindly copied the above part. But yeah, honestly, I have a very bad feeling that how can this be correct? Because this is very simple logic, and the problem representation is this use. No, what? So this was a very simple problem, very simple problem. You guys can see how we solved it. First part was to breaking down it into something which was mathematical, and this problem was actually mathematical. So yeah, it was great solving this problem, and I think we will meet in the next one. I'll quickly check if we are live or not. But yeah, the video purpose is finished now. It is done. Now we can close the streaming. So there's someone watching this video. How can this be possible? It was mathematical, and this problem was actually mathematical. So yeah, it was great solving this problem, and I think we will meet in the next one. I'll quickly check if we are live or not. What the heck? Who is the guy who is watching it? Anyways, you guys can comment, and I'll be now. Yeah, so I'll be now closing the streaming.